What was it like working with her? Because she's such a character. It was my most unique interview, I will say that for sure. How was it casting her and working with her on set?
When we were shooting the film, we still hadn't cast the demon yet, and someone involved in the production actually, Mary C. Russell, who was the second assistant camera, sent knew Eileen on Facebook and sent her the script. And Eileen's very active on Facebook. And then Eileen started blowing up my phone, telling me, "I have to do this film. Don't you understand? I am a demon."
Many of us move to Los Angeles to pursue a dream of breaking into the film industry. We get to know our beloved characters on screen, but who is the person behind the camera? I'm your show host, Olivia Lyle, and welcome to Coffee and Conversations. Rem, welcome to Coffee and Conversations. How you doing?
Olivia, thank you for having me. I'm doing well. I'm doing great.
Good, good. And before we dive in, we always like to ask our guests what your go-to coffee is.
If I have time to get the perfect cup of coffee, there's a place called La Colombe, and they have um, on draft uh, oat milk, cold brew coffee, and it is incredibly good. But if I don't have time, I get Starbucks. It's so fast. You can pre-order in the app, and that's what I do most days.
I've never seen coffee on draft.
Oh God, La Colombe. There's like 3 locations in LA. Incredible.
That's super cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'd love for you to just share your heart with us and tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
I grew up here in Los Angeles, and I work in media, film, advertising. If it's on a screen, I work on it, and I've done a lot of things. And of course, I think the Rolls Royce of things that go on the screen
Mm.
are movies, are film. So I make films too, and lately I have a film that just finished its festival run, and it got some love. So I'm really really
Yeah.
grateful for that.
You started off primarily in editing, correct?
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so tell me what that was like back then when you got into editing and what that whole world consists of.
It was actually an incredible experience to start off as an editor, and just working as part of a film crew.
Hmm.
Because when you're inside of it as an editor, you get a lot of respect for that machine and how it works and the teamwork and working with the director and working with the director of photography and the people who worked on set. I took that experience with me when I started directing, and if it wasn't for my time in editing, I would have probably it would have been a lot different.
Yeah.
So actually, editing is great because it's the only thing that's really unique to film is the cut. Everything else is, you can find it elsewhere, like acting and music and
Hmm.
um, the sets and the production. But the cut, that's cinema. Working on a lot of films and doing a high volume of projects, it really taught me what works on screen and what doesn't. And one thing I learned is never interrupt the actors. Just let them finish the scene.
Yeah.
Some directors will say, no, 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 stop, stop, stop. And then the actor's like, oh my God. And as an editor, you see that happen so many times.
Right.
So when I started directing, I'm like, no matter what happens, I'm going to let them finish. And actually, there's a lot of magic there. I'm really grateful for my time editing, actually. It really showed me understand the process in a way I wouldn't have understood if I just started writing and directing.
Yes, I think it's so important and so beneficial to try out those different roles, even if it's just starting out as a PA or a runner, like just having those different perspectives to know how much work goes into it from every different angle.
Oh, yeah, it's all about the teamwork
Yeah.
and working. And I think if you're going to lead people, it's good to be in the subordinate role, and it gives you that connection with everyone because it's the people that make the movie.
Hmm.
So yeah, for sure. I'm impressed that you know that I started off editing. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
I know it all. And then, so what was that transition like from editing into writing and directing? How did you take that leap of faith originally?
I always thought, hey, I'm going to make my own movies one day. And then I realized if I don't do it, it's never going to happen.
Hmm.
So then I said, well, I'm just going to make something, and I'm just going to make something that I think is cool. And I love magic and visual effects and out of this world uh, ideas. So I wrote something that I knew would entail all of those things,
Mm.
and I knew it had to be 10 minutes. If you can keep people for 10 minutes,
Yes.
that's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I started off making social media sketches with actors in the viral sketch comedy scene.
Oh.
And that was my like warm up, like to make a short film.
Yeah.
And I had the real privilege of working with some incredible actors in that world, and it's what inspired me to make um, my film Beverly Hills Exorcist.
Mm,
And that's why it was an ensemble piece, because I worked with so many good actors, and I'm like, I really want to bring all these people together into something special.
mhm.
I love working with great actors. I
Yeah.
love it. And I discovered that making the viral sketches. Before that, I was kind of like an editing person, very solitary, and I wasn't really thinking about performance. Um, but I love collaborating with actors. When you work with actors, it inspires you to be a better writer because you learn what they want to do.
Right.
And you're like, oh, I'm going to write something for them. And it inspires you. It brings out the best in you. Now, whether what I did was really all that great, who
Yeah,
knows? But
of course it
but it
was.
brought out a lot in me to work with them.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I would say working with great actors was the big transition.
Mm,
And I'm really grateful for it. I got really lucky. I worked with some really great people.
so good. So yeah, how did that idea first come to you to make specifically a thriller? That's such a specific genre that I feel like would be so hard to make, to scare people. Tell me why you knew you wanted to make that.
My writing teacher told me if you're a young man, which I guess I still am, but if you're a young man,
No gray hair yet.
if you're a young man, do comedy or do horror
Uh,
because you don't have anything to teach people about life. So don't think you're going to make a drama. So, but I love thrillers, and I love making people forget about their problems. And if you can do that with a fast pace and cool visuals and maybe a scare
yeah.
and maybe a laugh, I think that's an incredible thing.
Mm,
And uh, it's a privilege to make a film. And if I'm going to do it, I want to entertain people and keep them on the edge of their seat.
mm.
And that's what I tried to do.
Wait, am I supposed to sit this one out? I'm still part of the team, right?
No, you're not. Get out. You're fired.
I'm not going anywhere, and I don't care what the hell you do about it.
Mr. Schultz, is this going to take all night?
This'll just take a second. We have a contract to remove you from this property by any means necessary.
Milo, if we blow up the house, we don't get paid.
Don't panic. I'm fully prepared to use surgical precision.
What was it like working with her? Because she's such a character. It was my most unique interview. I will say that for sure. How was it casting her and working with her on set?
When we were shooting the film, we still hadn't cast the demon yet. And someone involved in the production actually, Mary C. Russell, who was the second assistant camera, knew Eileen on Facebook and sent her the script. And Eileen's very active on Facebook. And then Eileen started blowing up my phone, telling me, I have to do this film. Don't you understand? I am a demon. And I said, sure, please. I mean, my philosophy when working with people is go where the enthusiasm is. In this case, the enthusiasm happened to be with a legend in the horror world.
Yeah.
And I was really lucky. And my takeaway from that was if you really do your work sincerely and you write something that you believe in, you'll be surprised the people that come out and want to work with you and want to help you. And she was great to work with. It was so hard for her. She was on a green screen set for like 10 hours in heavy makeup, and
Wow.
she was a pro. She's like, I've been there and done that. Eileen was incredible. What was your experience with Eileen?
That's amazing. Yeah, very kooky. Love to just throw in a line, always was giggling, always was laughing, just very herself and not ashamed by it at all, just to say something a little bit more, interesting and out there. Yeah, I had a great time interviewing her. And I know you've been to quite a few festivals in 2024 and 2025. I want to ask you just about the whole festival scene and what that process has been like for you and what you've taken away from film festivals in general.
Film festivals are really interesting. They're like open mic night for filmmakers.
Mm,
And so they're very important if you want to be a filmmaker because you want to be in a movie theater, in that dark room with a big loud presentation with your film. It's not the same as being on YouTube. And people who attend festivals are people who care about film and filmmakers. No matter what they tell you after watching your film, watching the film with them, just that energy in the room is a growth experience. You're not the same after that.
Oh.
You're like, on the next movie, I know I'm going to get them better because I see that didn't work, but I saw that worked and I saw that worked. My takeaway from it was very humbling because there's so many great films there and
Yes.
so many incredibly talented filmmakers. And I'm like, oh my goodness, well, nice to meet you. You get imposter syndrome a little bit. It was a privilege. At Burbank International Film Festival, I met one of the directors of Family Guy who directed my favorite episode where they go into the multiverse and they go into the Disney universe and they're all animated like Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always been my favorite moment in Family Guy.
Oh,
And
that's
I
cool.
got to meet the director and it was so cool. And we got to talk a little and it was very humbling.
I love that. I love that. I love that you get that instant feedback, like you said, in the theater room with your audience that you wouldn't get anywhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
And, you know, people will tell you things afterwards, but again, nothing beats the energy just watching it with everybody. It's not like stand-up comedy. You don't get the feedback.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like you make a gift for somebody, you leave it on their doorstep, you ring the doorbell and you run away.
Yeah.
You don't know how people are going to take it.
Right.
And you don't know if people are even going to like it. So, you know, when you go out into that circuit, what you put out there comes back to you.
So what are your new projects? You've now, got this one under your belt. We've accomplished a thriller horror. What's next for you?
I'm working on a much bigger project this time, which is not a short film. All I can say about it is that it's going to be a lot more collaborative because it's going to be so much bigger.
Can you tell me the genre?
Oh, it's another horror film.
Hey, you love the horror. That's so fun.
Yeah, for now, it's going to be a little bit funny, but mostly horror.
Very cool. Very cool. And if you could go back 10 years and give yourself one piece of advice, little Rem, what would you tell him?
That's a great question. I would say wake up early, go for a run in the morning. Don't wait for inspiration to write and to be creative, but stay inspired. So even if you're not feeling inspired to write your screenplay, be a fan of the medium, go to the movies a lot, and be inspired by the greats, even if you're not inspired in yourself.
Yeah.
You're going to do the work regardless, but the inspired person does better work than the uninspired person.
And who are the greats to you, quickly? Who are some directors that really speak to you?
Oh, well, I'm a huge fan of James Cameron.
Yeah.
He's incredible, and every time Titanic comes back into theaters, I watch it.
Oh,
It's a great movie.
I mean, you can't not love it. It's a classic.
And I also love Ratatouille from Pixar back in 2007. Just a classic. Genius can come from anywhere.
Okay, now I want to just wrap up with just a couple of fun, quick, rapid fire questions. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Favorite place to eat in LA?
Bakari,
Ooh, nice. Which location?
Silver Lake,
Yeah, it's the best. Okay. Dream vacation spot.
Tokyo, Japan,
Love it. Yeah, Japan's up there for me too. Okay. Favorite childhood movie?
Toy Story,
The first one.
Toy Story 1,
Yeah.
and 2 as well.
Yeah. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Teleportation.
It's a common one and it's a good one.
Yeah.
And lastly, your go-to Sunday afternoon activity.
Great book, and probably because I live close to it, Knott's Berry Farm, get on Ghost Rider, probably the greatest wooden roller coaster on the West Coast, and worth the price of admission.
That's fun. I haven't been there and I love roller coasters.
Oh, you got to go to Knott's Berry Farm.
Ooh, yes. Okay, I'll put it on my list.
Ghost Rider at night. It'll change your life. If you go on at 9:20-ish, you'll see the Disneyland fireworks while you're at the peak. It's incredible.
Oh, so fun. Does it go upside down or no?
Oh no, but
Because it's a wooden one.
it's wooden, but it's terrifying.
Okay, amazing. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me, Rem. You are so humble. You are so sincere. You have so much ahead of you. And because you're so kind, I think people will definitely want to keep working with you and gravitate towards you. So thank you for sitting and
My
chatting
goodness,
with me
what
today.
a kind thing to say. I appreciate this opportunity and this incredible coffee.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Rem.
Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you for joining us for Coffee and Conversations. If you're new here, you can watch our previous episodes above. You can also follow us on social media in the links below. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you'd like to be a featured guest on Coffee and Conversations, send us an email and let us know you're interested. I'll see you next time.